Okay, hello everyone. How are you doing? The day before Thanksgiving, I wanted to do some positivity and help out the community. Joining me is Kim and Fred Walraven from the Ennis Center for Children. I want you both to introduce yourself because we have people watching not only in Michigan but maybe across the country who don't know about your organizations. Fred Walraven, I know about the Ennis Center. Explain a little bit more about your organization.
The Ennis Center for Children is a foster care licensing, excuse me, as well as adoption agency. So we carry case management of foster care cases. We license foster homes, and we also complete adoptions.
Okay. And Kim, tell me a little about yourself. You said you've kind of been involved in a lot in your life, actually.
Yeah, I was a foster parent. It's been a minute. In Saginaw County, I fostered 45 children in the 5 years that we were foster parents, and I'm an adoptive parent of three of those children. So I know what it's like to be a foster parent. I know the rewards and it also can be challenges, but at the end of the day, it was always something that I am still to this day proud of. So I wanted to become more of an advocate and asked Ennis Center in Saginaw and Adoption Option of Midland to work with me. And we work together and we make a marvelous team to do good things for foster kids in this area.
Fred, how important is it for people like Kim and others? Because I'm assuming there is a need for foster parents.
There is absolutely a need for foster parents. Kim is 100% correct in stating that it takes a village. And in order to continue to move foster care in a positive direction, we definitely need partnerships throughout the community. And that is a key aspect in foster care. Foster children, they're the fabric of what binds everybody together. Yeah. And we definitely we work well together in partnerships.
What if someone is interested? Both of you can, maybe one at a time, you can speak up. If someone is watching this, or if someone is interested, what's the first step someone takes to interested being a foster parent? Do they call the Ennis Center? How does that work? Fred, I'll ask you first. How does that work if someone wants and they don't know anything and they want to maybe get involved to actually be a foster parent? What do they do?
The easiest way, just like you said, Mr. Bondy, is if they are working, if they want to work with a certain agency, they can definitely just call that agency and indicate that they want to be a foster parent and go through the channels like that. And then at that point, then they'll field their call to the certain office.
Okay, Kim, what do people need to know? The things you learned from doing this over the years, for someone who may have never done it before, but I've met people recently who said, I want to help. I want to do something like this. What do people need to know?
Well, to be a foster parent, I feel like it's a calling. You have to want to help children, and you have to understand that these children are not your children, and that the state of Michigan is going to license you, and they're going to look at you, and rightfully so. So it's an invasive thing to go through. If you have children of your own, you have to make sure that those children are comfortable having those children come in and out of your home, because it affects the whole family. I've always worked with children. So for me, it was just another aspect of working with children. I did not go in to adopt children because I went in with 4 children and I came out with 7. So, but if you have a heart for it, you'll stay in it and you're going to be there for the right reasons. And that is to make a difference in the life of a child.
And Fred, there's definitely a need, correct? That need is not going away.
That need will absolutely not go away. It will never go away. We need foster parents that will take teens, teenagers. Their teenagers are very difficult to place. And we definitely need more foster homes in any capacity, but especially teen homes.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, there's a couple events happening. Who wants to talk about this first? Is it Kim? I'll have Kim. You talked about it. I have them both up on the screen. I'll put them on the screen here. I think if you can see them. So explain. We have Fill a Truck, November 25th. Oh, that's coming up. When is that Saturday?
That's
Or no, when
Saturday,
is
yep.
that's Saturday. Okay. Explain this one a little bit. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. What is this?
Okay. So we did this last year. We're doing again this year. It will be at Burt Watson Chevrolet in Freeland. You can drop off a Christmas item. Foster children are in the system from newborn to I think 17, even 18. And you can drop off hygiene products, mittens, gloves, pull-ups, diapers, blankets, gift certificate for the teens. Sometimes the teens get forgotten. It's fun to buy for the little ones, but it can be harder to buy for older kids. But we don't want to leave them out. We want to know that they're just as important. So some of the things are for Christmas, so some of them are just supported items for the foster parents and the kinship placements, just to be able to have on hand to send with a child, or if they need some diapers, or even a birth parent that maybe is visiting their child and they could use a few diapers on the visit until they can get some of their own. It's all meant to support the foster child and whoever is helping them, the foster parent, the kinship parent, or even the birth family.
I see the other one here is more of a fundraiser, lot of prize, door prizes, so forth. And Fred, the Ennis Center involved or sponsoring involved in both of these?
That is correct. We have a strong partnership with Adoption Option as well as Kim, and yes, we're partnering with both of these.
Okay, and Kim's December 10th, is that a Saturday as well?
That is a Sunday, and this is our
Sunday.
second time at the Willow, and we want to thank the Willow. Also, Santa will be there Saturday, so bring your children out to see Santa. Some of the Carleton High School band will be out there. There'll be a food truck, but the Willow event, I have like several bands that are volunteering their time for a set. It's going to be the same thing. There's no charge to get in, of course. We ask that you bring something that we can get back into the hands of the foster kids. You can make cash donations. There'll be door prizes, raffles, and just a great time listening to bands, having a good time at the Willow. Anything that you purchase for food while we're having our fundraiser, the Willow will give 10% back of that.
Oh, okay, good. I'm going to post that as well on my social media. And Fred, the question of your organization, others like it. I'm assuming you may get, state or funding, but that only goes so far. And a lot of this is going to help the children. I mean, items they need, family items families need. So, I mean, the money you get, or where is this going? Like, if someone gives a donation, where does that go?
It can go a multitude of places. We definitely look at the need as to where we think the money should go. In the event at the Willow Lounge, how we do that is we will take the cash donations and we split it between us and AOI, and then we'll look at the needs of the children. Everything definitely goes back to the children. Kim makes an excellent point regarding buying for young children, because young children are fun to shop for.
Yeah.
And we don't want the teenagers to be left out of the equation when it comes to those types of things.
And Kim, like you just said, you get funding and so forth, but there's a lot of other costs that add up. I'm assuming you probably experienced that yourself.
Well, I want to tell your viewers the one misconception that I hear a lot when I look on social media is that foster parents only foster because it makes them rich. I don't know a lot of foster parent going to Hawaii for Christmas, but you do get money for foster children, but their needs are great. Sometimes they come with absolutely nothing. So they show up at the door, they don't even have diapers, they don't have clothes, they don't have shoes, and it's your responsibility to go get them, and that's what you signed up for. But we all know that everybody needs support, and at Christmas it's harder. So we want to support the foster parents and the kinship parents too, which helps them and not just the foster child, because to be very honest, foster parents are heroes. And they don't get enough credit. They are the backbone of foster care. They're doing the work every single day. And so a child needs these things, and we support not just the child by giving them stuff, but the whole entire family that's taking care of them.
And last question, and really what you're doing, it's helping society because, well, in my opinion, but probably proven, the children that you're fostering, you're stopping them from maybe going down a path that might not. You're turning them into good citizens. You're changing their life around. Is that what that's the goal, right? I mean, put them in a good place.
Well, yeah, I mean, just like all children, one of the things in foster care is that we don't like to, nobody wants to move children around. So there
Yeah.
are children that sometimes get placed with you that just don't fit into the dynamics of your home. And unfortunately, they have to be moved. So the best advice I can give people who are coming into foster care is do what you can while you have the children. Make a difference. Even if they never remember who you are, you have put your stamp on them. I talked to my former foster children, and I hope that they're out there somewhere and they're all doing well and they've all, but I know that I made a difference to get them what they need while I had them. And it was time to go. It was time to go.
Yeah. And Fred, you were shaking your head. That is, you're getting children at whatever age they might be, and you're putting them in a good situation. That's what it's all about, right?
It is. We want to keep children safe. We want to keep them safe. And obviously the goal is reunification. When the time is right, we want to get these kids permanency as quick as possible. But ultimately we want to do it safe, and we need to keep these children safe. And if I may, before we get off, I'd like to just say something to the viewers, that poverty does not equate to child abuse and neglect. And I think that's very important. Simply because you live in poverty does not mean your children are in an unsafe environment. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I appreciate that.
Be across the spectrum. Absolutely. And at any time, not even this time of year, but people can donate or help year round, a month from now, whenever it may be. It does, because I think some people during the holidays, they will help, but forget about it other times of the year. So I'm assuming people could even can they set up donations where it like monthly or something if they wanted to?
They absolutely can. They can go to nfcenterforchildren.org on the website, and there is a link to do that.
Okay, I wanted to mention that because this time of year, everyone talks about that. But I appreciate both of you being here. I will put this out, and hopefully it helps. It's the least I can do, with the following I have. So I appreciate both of you taking the time.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.